ina zama saboda fasa wannan ruwan ina zaman da wani abu.
The president is finally in Benue State, and fortunately for him, he was trapped on his way to Benue State. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was trapped on the Lafia-Makurdi highway. This is a federal road, and you can see how bad it is. You can see how flood has taken over the road. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is getting a dose of what ordinary Nigerians get when they travel on this road. He's getting a dose of what ordinary Nigerians are getting across the major road in the country. Aside that he was being rejected by the flood and he was being trapped on the road, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was equally rejected in Benue State. The state governor Hyacinth Alia has declared a public holiday and urged everyone to come out in their colorful numbers to welcome the president. This banner was put up to welcome the president, but it's obvious that the people of Benue State, they are not happy with the president and they did not come out to welcome the president. They had to go and bring in Kīds from secondary and primary school, force them out of their home to come and stand on the road to welcome the president. These Kīds were being forced to stand under the rain and sing praises to the president, while motorists splash water on them. This particular video was taken yesterday night. As you can see, some men are clearing bushes. These are bushes on the road, a major road in Benue State. They are clearing these bushes in preparation of the president's visit. So the president is going to Benue State not to commiserate with the people that lost their life, with the people that were attacked, with the people whose ancestral homes were destroyed, but just performative, just for campaign, just for fanfare, just for photo ops. That's the reason why the governor had to declare a public holiday. That's the reason why the governor had to bring out Kīds, stop Kīds from going to school, line them up on the road even during a heavy downpour. Rain was beating these Kīds and they were lined up on the street. The convoy of the president was splashing water on them, all in a bid to sing praises to the president, all in a bid to make it colorful, all in a bid to show that Benue State is with the president. But you can see that it's a huge lie. Benue State is not with the president. You can see how scanty everywhere is. A president is visiting a state and everywhere is scanty. The road is scanty. All you have are Kīds who were forced out of their school to come and welcome the president. People who understand what it is to have a president are not there to welcome their president. What a shame. What a failed visitation by the president. Shouldn't the people of Benue State be happy that the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is visiting them? But of course, they understand that this man has failed them. They understand that this man neglected them. They understand that this man is not their president. This is the picture of the Secretary of the Federation, George Akume, when he visited the survivor of the attack. As you can see, the woman in this picture is not taking it. She does not feel their presence at all. She felt rejected. She's not accepting them. She's not welcoming them because she knows that these are the people who neglected them and allowed terrorists to attack them. And I can tell you for real, this is the feelings and the mood of the people in Benue State. Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the governor of Benue State can force the people to line up on the streets from morning to night. They can go and bring all the Kīds in Benue State to welcome the president. But the truth remains that the people of Benue State reject the president. The truth remains that the people of Benue State will not vote for him. They did not vote for him in 2023. We all know how the election in Benue State was rigged in favor of APC. They know that the president is coming to Benue State to campaign. They know that the president is coming to Benue State because of politics, not because he feels for them, not because he feels their plight and their pains. As the President and Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is his duty to protect the life and properties of every territory in this country. Anywhere there is an attack, it is the duty of the President to go there and pay a visit, assess the situation, and give directive on what to happen. What the President is going to Benue State to do is not a walking visit. What the President is going to Benue State to do is not a state visit. It is an emergency visit. An emergency visit that should enable him to reflect on what has happened in Benue State. An emergency visit that will enable him to see his failures staring him in his face. But the governor of Benue State and the people of Benue State, they are going to give the President a colorful reception. How does a colorful reception make the visit of the President an emergency visit? They want to turn it into a campaign visit. They want to let the people of Nigeria know that Benue State love the President in as much as there is insecurity in the land, in as much as the President has abandoned them and failed in his primary responsibilities of protecting the life and people of Benue State. They are going there for funfair. They are going there for show. The President is not going there because he feels the pains and plight of the people, the innocent people in Benue State that were massacred in cold blood, the innocent people in Benue State that were chased out of their ancestral home, the innocent people in Benue State whose home were set ablaze by the terrorists that attacked them. But rather, he is going there because Benue State is an APC state, and as then, they have charged the governor to ensure that people come out to welcome the President. People come out to show solidarity to the President. People come out to sing the praises of the President. And my question is, what exactly are they showing solidarity to the President for? What exactly will they be singing praises to the President for? I mean, this is someone that looked away while your people were being murdered in cold blood. Why are you declaring a public holiday for the President? Over 200 persons were killed, and this is not an isolated event. There have been a recurring decimal of killings in Benue State. The governor of that state has never declared a public holiday to mourn the people that were killed in Benue State. The governor of that state has never declared a public holiday to ask the youth and the security personnel to go inside the bush and fish out the people responsible for this deadly act. The governor has never declared a public holiday to allow sympathizers from other states to come into Benue State and aid in humanitarian service. He even stopped Mr. P2B, who wanted to go to Benue State for humanitarian service. But the governor is declaring a public holiday to welcome a president that failed in his primary responsibility to protect the people of Benue State. The president that neglected the people of Benue State. Not only is he declaring a public holiday, he's asking the people to come out in their numbers. He's asking the people to wear a colorful shirt to come and welcome a president in a state that ought to be mourning. 200 lives wasted, and they just move on like that. And they want to organize a funfair. They want to close down Benue State in order to welcome a president. This is the highest level of insensitivity. We are talking about a president that did not visit when the incident occurred. Now we are talking of Benue State. Another incident happened in Enugu State where some persons were killed by the Fulani herdsmen. When will the president visit? When will the president visit Niger State? Is there any need for him to visit this state, since he's going to turn it into a campaign ground? Since he's going to mock their pains, since he's going to spit on their plight, because this is what he's doing to the people of Benue State, a state that should be mourning, a state that the residents are counting their damages, the death of their loved ones. That is the state that you are going to turn into a campaign ground. That is a state that you have to force kids to line up on the road in order to sing praises and welcome the president. The same president that did not care for them. I am sick and tired that everything in this country is politicized. I am sick and tired that the welfare and security of the people in this country are being politicized. I am sick and tired that politicians are doing whatever they are doing with rascality and impunity. The reason why they are doing all of this is because there is no pushback from the people. The reason why they are doing all of this is because there is no reaction from the people. I definitely expect the people of Benue State to stage a protest. The protest they held few days ago should be held today while the president is in town. They should protest and show their rejection to the president. They should protest and show their reaction to the president and let the president know that, hey, we are not happy with you. It is the duty of the president to protect them, and the president has failed in that same responsibility. The painful aspect of it is that it is not only in Benue State. We are talking about insecurity in many states in Nigeria. Every state in this country is being held down by non-state actors. It's like the security architecture in this country has failed, has collapsed, and the president is doing nothing about it. They are talking about building a new INEC office. A new INEC office. Of what importance is that INEC office to the welfare of Nigerians? The one we had before, what is the importance? What has it done so far? INEC has not given us credible elections so far. INEC is a failed institution. It is not the building. It is the people that are handling the building that matters a lot. Revamp the people that are handling this building. Oh, of course, it is a way for them to siphon money. Whenever you see them building all of these things, this is a way for them to siphon money, because I don't understand the importance of building a new INEC office when Nigerians are hungry. Just look at the road the president traveled to. The road he traveled to Benue State. Look at how flood has taken over the road. Why? Because it was poorly constructed. This is not an isolated road in the country. It is all over the country. Rather than focusing on fixing this road, they are building new INEC office. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.